All right, guys, this is your Chicago Bears schedule release from last night. Let's get into it. Obviously, starting off the preseason, it doesn't show the dates yet, but we have Cleveland. We're at home against Cleveland. Then we play 2 road games at Cincinnati and at Tennessee. Then we start with the regular season. Week 1, we were on the road at Carolina. Week 1, we were on the road at the Carolina Panthers. Week 2 at home against the Minnesota Vikings. So week 1 at the Carolina Panthers. Week 2 at home against Week 1, we are on the road at the Carolina Panthers. Week 2, we are at home against the Minnesota Vikings. Week 3, we are at home on Monday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles. And then week 4, we are at home against the New York Jets, which should be an automatic win. Week 5, we have week 5 at Green Bay. Week 6 at Atlanta. And then week 7, we're at home for Thursday Night Football against the New England Patriots. Week 8, we play Monday Night Football at the Seattle Seahawks. Week 9, we're at home on Week 9, we're at home on Sunday Night Football against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then in week 10, we have a bye week. Week 11, we are at home against New Orleans. Week 11, we're at home against the New Orleans Saints. Week 12, on the road on Thanksgiving Day at the Detroit Lions, which is the first game up that day. Week 13, we are at home against Jacksonville. Week 14, we're at Miami, and week 15, we're at Buffalo for a Saturday night game. So that ought to be a good game. Hopefully the Bears are still in the playoff hunt by then. Week 16, we are home on Christmas Day against Green Bay. Week 17 is a Sunday game. It'll be the 3:25 game at home against Detroit. And the final week of the season, we will play at US Bank Stadium at the Minnesota Vikings. Hopefully by that time, we will have everything wrapped up and we'll already have a playoff spot clinched. Yeah. So like I said, we have like 7 primetime games this year that are in prime time that are at night. And I'm going to count the Thanksgiving Day one as that. So we basically got 2 Thursday games, 2 Monday Night Football games, a Sunday Night Football game, and a Saturday night / Sunday Night Football game. We have the Christmas Day game. So 7 primetime games, 2 Thursday games, 2 Monday Night Football games, 2 Monday Night Football games. So basically 2 Monday night games, 2 Thursday games, a Thanksgiving Day game, a Christmas Day game. So yeah, 2 Monday night games, 2 Thursday night games, which one of them is the Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day game, 2 Sunday night games basically, which is one of them is a Saturday, but it's technically the Sunday night game. So yeah, 7 games that are basically in prime time this year. So heck yeah. Now, I have in the past had an app called Dofu, so I haven't missed a Bears game since I think it was the last time we played the Jets. It was a week before we played the Jets. So I think it was about week 3 of the 2022 season. So I technically haven't missed a Bears game in over 3 years. I'm hoping to make that 4 years. So if anybody has an app that they found on Google Play Store where you can stream the games for free that I don't have to pay for, that would be greatly appreciated. But anyways, looking at the schedule, I see 5 for sure wins. I also see 3 wins within the division because I think we'll beat Green Bay. I think we beat Green Bay at least once. We beat Minnesota at least once. I think Detroit has done our number over the last few years, but I think this year we finally break through and beat them at least once. So I'm going to say at least 3-3 in the division. So I'm going to say 8 wins there. Yeah, it's going to be a tough schedule, but outside of the conference opponents, the only one opponent I see that we would probably lose to, possibly, is the Buffalo Bills. I think we can beat everybody else. I think we can beat all the other non-conference opponents. Eagles, yeah, they're good, but they're not what they used to be. You know, they're going to lose A.J. Brown. I mean, yeah. They've kind of retooled their offense and defense a little bit this year, so we don't know what what they're really going to look like. But the Bears are in the same situation. We beat them last year, so I think we can do it again. But yeah, Bears will be on the road for week 1, like I said, Sunday, September 13th. It's the noon game at the Carolina Panthers. So hopefully we start with a week 1 win. And then week 2 is our first game at home. Week 2 is our first game at home against the Vikings. So hell, I can't ask for a better start than that. So I'm looking at the first 4 weeks with Carolina, Minnesota, Philly, and the Jets. And I think the worst we go in this situation out of the first 4 games, the worst we go is 2-2. If we beat the Panthers and we get past the Vikings, which is a division opponent, we struggle in the division, I think we can technically go 3-1 with the only loss maybe being to the Eagles. I also think this is a team that can start off 4-0 this year. But just like I did last year, I did it early on projection after the schedule came out, like the same video I'm doing now. The Bears win 11-6 in 2025/2026. And this year for the 2026-2027 season, I'm going to do a little bit better than that. Based on what they've done this offseason, what they did at the draft, what they have returned and what they've lost, I'm going to have the Bears. Last year I had the Bears going 10-7. My early on prediction for the Bears after the schedule came out last year when I did it, I predicted the Bears at 10-7. And then I will do another prediction. Then I did another prediction right after preseason. I'm doing the same thing this year. So last year I was 1 off what I said they would go, because I said 10-7 for my early on predictions, and they went 11-6. So I was 1 off of my predictions for that for last year for my early on predictions. And then right after preseason, I said 8-9. So they did 3 better. The Bears had 3 more wins. They did 3 better than I said they would do. They did 3 better than I said they would do for my prediction for after the preseason, which was my actual honest prediction there. So this is just going to be my early on prediction for 2020. This is going to be my early on prediction for 2026, 2027. Obviously, like I said, I'll do my early on, then I'll do after preseason's over, when I know who's on the team and how they're looking, I will do an actual kind of more serious prediction. So looking at the schedule, looking at where the Bears are at with what they got, what they returned, what they lost, my Chicago Bears early on projections, my Chicago Bears early on 2026, 2020, my early on Chicago Bears 2026, 2027 regular season record prediction, I'm going to go 12-5. I'm going to go 12-5 and say they win the NFC North Division and have the number 3 seed in the playoffs. But yeah, there you have it, guys. To recap, predicting the Bears to go 12-5, have the number 3 seed in the playoffs, and I'm predicting the Bears to win the NFC North Division for the 2nd straight year. But we will be back after preseason to do an actual serious prediction to see where they're at after the preseason ends and see who's on the team and how they're looking. But yeah, it'll probably stay what it is right now. But yeah, anyways, as always, Bears fans, bear down, go Chicago Bears, let's go.